and it's going to be Trickjump on the defense of the first map, which is Radar. Nice shooting from Sherlock in warm-up. So let's see if he can continue that into the main round. He's going to come out the main area. Big three-man Panzer from one of the forward momentum players. Amazing. That's opened up the entire side area. Dementia is going to push through. He's going to plant side without many problems at all. And I realized I've got game sounds muted, which is fantastic, guys. Fantastic. Dementia has got the plant on side, and here comes Covey as well. So I don't think there's going to be a suit anywhere, so it's not going to be too much of a sneaky problem here. He's going to probably try and jump up to try and just sneak in the door as someone opens it. But this is really, really good play. They've got main door and the flag as well. Such a really powerful start from forward momentum. And they've got full control of this map in the first minute. Of the game, they've got the side blown. They have control of the flag, and main is going to blow in 10 seconds. They're trying to make some moves on side as well. Maxwell gets in an MG kill and follows up with a grenade kill as well from a teammate. The artillery is out on side as well. This is a really nicely timed artillery. This is going to force them to push through the door. Big Panzer again. Dillinger doesn't hit it. Well, he does hit one, but that isn't big enough. This artillery could easily hit all three of these guys. They're getting so fortunate here. And they're still just lingering around this area of the side door. No medics in sight though. Finally a medic turns up. Gets the double revive. Triple revive maybe. No, iPod doesn't get what is needed. And they're clearing out this side area. All of the axes are killed except one sneaky engineer. Do they know he's up there? It's this common move to go up. He's going to come out, back out the main door. Nice move from Shizarek. He's going to get a double kill. Gets taken down by Weebay, but really nice play. But the Covey is moving in now to destroy side. Such quick moves from forward momentum so far. In the first 2 minutes, they've got pretty much all of the mini objectives. Now they can move on to the big ones, and they're going to be pushing around to east. I'm watching iPod as he pushes around the back of the tank depot station. He's going to come up against an Axis. Can hear the fire. Gets taken down. It was actually two. Nasty little mini crossfire there. Hard to deal with. I'm going to watch iPod again for the next respawn. And he's going to probably give someone a boost. This is pretty standard tactics. No, double landmine kill from Sepes on the main area. And here he comes now. He does actually take down one, but gets taken down again instantly. So they've managed to take control of these first couple of mini objectives, but they've already started to get held off. And this is... Trickjump just need to root themselves now. They're going to be maybe a bit shaky. A bit of a shaky start for sure. But this back defense is really the key one. If you can hold this for 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, it really doesn't matter how bad your first stage is. The first stage just gives you a bit more time. And they've got like a nice little fake set up here. We can see this fake area can see pretty much everywhere on the map. Really, really nice position. And that was really big though. The medic got taken down by the rifle grenade as he was trying to revive the field op. And they're pushing around to the east parts now. We've got LOL player. I'm not exactly sure who that is. And he's going to pick up the parts. Going to push towards the CP. He's going to come up against TMRZ, who actually gets the securing for the sake of a full spawn. Maybe not worth the risk considering east is not really that important. They have actually taken west as well. It's on Maxwell. He's got to get the kill. He's got the kill. He's got to push in for the reclaim before the respawn. Really nicely played by Maxwell. They've taken west again. We have a following channel, ESL Sunny. Thank you very much for the follow. As at the moment, forward momentum just putting on so much pressure as they're pushing towards fake. We've got Dementia getting the objectives. East parts are taken. They're gonna get away to CP pretty freely. He's got a lot of backup. He's gonna be away. I'm gonna just move it across to the west parts. It does look pretty quiet over here actually. So let's try and pick up the objective holder. Here we go. It's iPod escorting Dementia towards main. Weebay getting a couple of Thompson kills. That's going to maybe help relieve the pressure at the truck if there was any at all. Weebay now pushing in with this push. And it looks like he's... Oh, lots of mines in this area, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. He will walk over this mine. No, he doesn't. But the east parts are in. This is pretty standard stuff now, though, guys. East is very much given up by the Axis. So now they're pushing towards these west parts. You've got double push in the trenches. They can surely hear them. They're pushing up on TMRZ. He's going to get taken down. No, TMRZ doesn't get taken down. manages to actually take down Weebay himself, and this 3-man defense on West does survive for another spawn. They have got quite a weak medic presence right now. Sherlock does back them up, so not too much of a problem here. As we have forward momentum now, trying to take over this back spawn. Double rifle grenade. This is really strange to have a rifle grenade at this stage of the map. You have to be very confident in being able to shoot these certain angles and so on. They also have a sniper, so this is a very strange class selection. He's not hitting anything at the moment. They do know he's up there. He started getting fire straight away as we see a double kill. Big push coming in now from the forward momentum team. Palenki is going to pick up these parts. He's going to run over the mine though. Normal mine that's sneakily planted here. And Sebhes, last man alive, does chuck on the nade on Palenki. Nice nade from Sebhes. That's going to do the work. These parts are going to get taken though. He's going to try and force a main. And they're in the trenches. They do take him down. They're going to be able to secure this pretty easily. As only Weebay was alive with the rifle. They are losing players in the process. 2 guys have been gibbed. And TMRZ needs to fall back to the parts. As full momentum taking over this middle road. 4 guys. Palenki is going to get the revive in on Dementia. They're maybe going to try a sneaky boost here. Looks like they are. Palenki's just obviously giving the call on comms. Come on, guys. We can get this. It's not working.
Objective taken.
They have got the objective, though. I'm not sure where it's gone. It's actually gone under the bridge. He's going to try and push towards main, and we're getting lots of gunfire from the Axis team, but it's not going to be enough. And iPod is going to walk the objectives home. That is really, really just non-stop pressure, guys. Non-stop pressure for pretty much the entire 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Like, Trickjump really needs to sort themselves out with that. And looking at the stats, I mean, we do lose the stats of one of the guys who quit. He's probably got issues with his hunk megs, which can be a problem here. Really should set that up properly. Hunk megs. And when we look at the stats, there's the Axis have got slightly more, they would have had slightly more kills. Looks like Allies had 66 deaths and 53 kills, but you expect to have a bit more kills on defense than attack. The damage would have been fairly close as well. 8.6k to 9.6. If we look at those 2 damage numbers here, forget all this up here. But really nice pushes. They had pretty much every little objective in the first 2 minutes. So really, really nicely played.
Fight.
And we're gonna have forward momentum trying to just hold on to this 6-minute time. It's not hard to do. It's not a very big time at all. As we see Trickjump moving towards side. This strike is really nice. This strike is awesome if they have a second strike already placed over here, because you can probably push past this. All these guys are probably going to think, maybe not this guy, but the guy up here, all these guys are going to push past. And if they've already got an airstrike or an artillery in place here, that's how you get the big 3-4-mans at the start that you've seen plenty of times as well. We have had a lag out of one of the forward momentum players. Just looking at chat, ESL Sunny, no problem at all. It's good fun. I wouldn't say ET is my first love at all. RSW is definitely going to be just all sitting there. But ET has much more active community that sort of needs the support. I sort of saw the opening where I could help and sort of like hone my game, if it were, for a community that just, I wouldn't say desperately needed it, but would need it, and it would be helpful. As we see this endless mine. He's not very good at his job, is he? But yep, it's been good fun so far. I've done about 25 games. I've actually started uploading them onto my YouTube channel as well. Quite some pretty big games like Nations Cup final and stuff like that are already on there. I did 4 or 5 more games over the last 24 hours, so they're on there as well. It does take a while to re-render them because I have to re-render them, take out the music. I mean, it's worth having the intro for Twitch, but for YouTube, you've got to take that stuff out, otherwise it will just be blocked for everybody. We're waiting for the reconnect of one of the Axis players. It was player. I'm not 100% sure which player that would be. And now he connects his pimp. Yeah, obviously thinks a lot of himself here. Pimp player. Playing ET. Indeed. As he reconnects. So this game should be very much underway very soon. Yep, everything is in the description. A lot of games. There is also a link to a giveaway that I'm doing for Payday 2. So if you've already followed my channel, you can just go down to that, click on the giveaway picture, and it will take you through to an entry form. It's going to last for the rest of this month, and I'll announce it at the end of the month on stream. Who has won the giveaway? I will do another giveaway next month as well, probably. I've already got a game lined up for that, I think. More details on that soon, but this game's going to be restarting. We've got Trickjump. See, I said this rifle would back off, and the airstrike doesn't hit anybody. The 4 guys did manage to push past, no problem at all. And they're taking over this side area just in the same way that Forward Momentum did. Maybe not in the same style. No 3-man pathfiles from these guys, but the engineer is going to be pushing through here. He's going to be coming up against the rifle. Weebay's actually propping some nades over already. Knows they're coming. Standard early push from the allies to try and get this side on plant on side, and he's doing good. Just even if he doesn't kill them, he's just doing good to hold them off for like 10-15 seconds, and that's gonna just get rid of a lot of time. Really nicely played from Weebay. The delay game is very important when there's no time at all. As we see a couple of bit of team damage going in, and a knife on top from Tommy. I don't have the goat sound, unfortunately, but that was really sneaky from Tommy. Does actually pick up 1 knife kill. As we see a couple of guys maybe get full. Nope, the revive comes in on Sebhes, I think, as they push him for the flag. Maxwell having real trouble moving his mouse. Increase that sensitivity, sir. As we're going to actually have a suit picked up by Sebhes. This is going to be their chance to make an opening at side. The side door will have blown already, but he'll be able to jump up and sneak in the upper door.
Only 5 minutes.
With only 5 minutes remaining, this is going to be really tough for the allied team. They have got control of the CP area, though. The build is coming in on the CP as well. The rifle grenade does finally get enough charge to build. They're going to start respawning in this area and pushing towards the east and the west parts. They're going to go around the back of the tank depot initially, I would have thought. They might try and do a little boost at the front. They're actually going to kill out for a fresh push as a team, and they should spot that artillery. Really nicely timed, though. Maybe 1 second earlier would have been slightly better.
Dynamite planted.
Double landmine kill from Dillinger, and the Forward Momentum team are being much more aggressive than Trickjump are being. They're pushing up to this tank depot lower area, just trying to get some free kills, just trying to shove them back into their spawn a little bit. Lots and lots of fire. It's as if there's an MG on that edge, but it definitely wasn't an MG there. It's just double MP40. Really hard to deal with as 2 Trickjump players push around the back of East. Dealt with pretty quickly by Weebay and iPod. Now the main door has blown. This defense is going to push across the west as well, because they're going to have to deal with some west problems. iPod picking up 2 more kills. He's still alive. He's going to get some Luger shots across. Nice from iPod. Is he going to be able to pick up the 4th? Sebhes decides to kill out. He doesn't want to get full spawn there. Pretty good decision from the player there, as they're going to... Still, iPod is alive. Going to see if he can just add to the kills that he's already got. His gets taken down. Fresh respawn coming in. No problems at all for him. As Trickjump try and put a little bit of pressure onto this fake area. As you see Dillinger getting off for quite a few nice ting-tings there. He's going to be shooting against Tommy on main as the east parts get taken. And we'll see if they can get away with these parts right now. It looks like they did. I saw someone just run over the back of the hill. There he goes. It's Sebes himself. I'm gonna just follow him.
Parts lost.
He should really get escorted here. TMRZ does decide to just keep following him, which is a good thing. Anyone could be in these sort of areas at this early stage. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. This is going to be really big pressure for both teams. It's just going to be who can do it the best. Really big respawn coming in on main, so they're going to go for a main push after they take in this objective. Maybe there's a bit of aggression outside of main as well. There's a lot of gunfire coming in. They know that they can just hold off this main for like 1 minute while this objective is in there. Just dial down the clock. Look at that, 2 minutes 10 already. 20 seconds already ticked off just in from the east part being in the objective area, in the flag area. Just waiting. They're stalling them so well. I think we've got iPod on main as well. Getting a lot of gunfire. Nice crossfire from Fourth Momentum. Picking up 4 quick kills very quickly. The document carrier, the parts carrier wants to make some moves. He's coming in now. He's going to get the east parts in. It took him 45 seconds though. I don't think it was like poor decision from him. It's just really nice pressure from Fourth Momentum on that main area. They're going to try a boost. They didn't know a mine was there, but that was really nicely played. Sebes nearly gets onto the parts, but that's going to be, again, added pressure for Fourth Momentum to have to deal with. And they're all going to be pretty weak. They're all pushed out as well, so I'm not sure what the decision here is for the Axis team. If they had a couple guys coming from fake there, they would have struggled to deal with it. Really nice from Palemki, just didn't get taken down at all. Dillinger again getting off some nice headshots towards the fake area. And we are in the last minute of radar, guys. Whoever wins this round obviously goes into the second map. Missile with a bit of an upper hand. They're going to try the boost again. I'm going to stay on Tommy. They do stand on the mine this time. And he's going to just get away. Tommy does get the frag on Dementia. That'll free up. There's one more guy up top. It is iPod. He's going to get a double kill on Tommy and Maxwell. Really nicely played. Well placed airstrike. If this were to get 1 or 2 here, it doesn't get anybody. That is really unfortunate, and I think that's going to be it. They've got maybe one last quick push as Sebes gets boosted up. It is a 25 health field up going onto the parts. Not exactly what you want. And with 15 seconds left, they have got a chance if they can just get onto the objective right now. It's all on TMRZ. 10 seconds left. He's pushing in for the objective. He's gonna take it. Is there enough time? He's taken down by the mine. The next guy, Tommy, just can't get it. He doesn't pick it up. He didn't have much of a choice there. He had to hope he would get it. I don't think he would have made it even if he did. But that was a pretty intense finish. So really nicely played though from Fourth Momentum. That was all set up, guys, because of the amazing attack that they had. Their first attack was so good. They got the objectives very early. The very small objectives, but they do help. You know, they got flag, CP, and everything in the first 2 minutes. Really nicely played by them. I'm going to just update the scores on the screen while you look at the stats. So looking at the stats, guys, again, just look at Fourth Momentum's stats because these stats are going to be a bit skewed off. So they did actually get less kills overall, it looks like. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe don't. I don't think they did. It was very equal. I think it was around about 90 that these guys, 95 that these guys had. So very close game. Damage numbers fairly close as well. I don't think it would have been too different. Maybe one on 1.5k damage. I'm gonna just hit clear, and we are now onto Missile, which I think has had a couple of updates. Wow, that was intense. Let me just skip through to the end of the map, guys. I'm just going to check if this is the updated version or one of the older versions. Not sure if there's I can't go over that. Can I go through this? Yeah. Now, if there's windows in this corridor, it's the new version. It's the old version. Wait. Or is it? Yes, it's the old version. So this is the old version of Missile, which I think personally was the better version. The one with windows in was just awful, so easy to defend. It was impossible to do anything, just because you could be shot from everywhere. But here comes the Trickjump team. They are now attacking. They have to get this little area here, dynamite it or take over the flag, which is just through that window. But at the moment, they're getting shut down very well by Forward Momentum, getting 4 kills in really quickly. The next fresh push now comes, and it's a triple medic push by the looks of it. Weebay getting in a nice kill, and Axis are going to respawn in. Weebay will be full spawn if he doesn't get revived. But player does push forward for the respawn. And they've actually got a double K43, the Axis team, which is interesting. Maybe one's a sniper. Really nice work from these Axis players here. So many kills, not a lot of ammo to deal with. Getting a lot of Luger frags in the mix. I'm going to watch Dillinger. He's going to go to a bit of a sneaky position over on this right side. Not really what you'd expect someone to be. He is struggling to get some hits off there. And it looks like the allies may be moving into the flag. Palemki, last guy alive there, does get taken down by Dillinger. In fact, Tommy, who was shooting Palemki in the back. Look how close to that flag he was. But here comes the next little push. Allies do look to have taken control of the flag just in time. The respawn is just about to come in for Allies. And he's going to push forward and plant this lower area. So he's going to wait for his recharge. There we go. And we're going to push out. Axis will be set up all in this courtyard. As we have a fresh pause for I have no idea what. But they'll be all set up in this courtyard, guys. I'm not sure how much experience you guys have on missile. Mine isn't too great. But I'm pretty sure they have to pick up these parts just here now. And they have to escort them to this button here. Well, this flashing red parts a bit here. And then they have to press the button. So they could get in. And then they could just like fail to press the button for the next 30 seconds. And the button opens this door. The Axis spawn back here, I believe. So there's quite a way for them to go to get into this forward pushed area. But the plant has gone down. 30 seconds left. There is a forward CP area for the allies as well. So they can sort of get that objective. This corridor is going to be very, very key. As it looks like they're going to be going very aggressive. These guys look like they're going towards the door. Well, I think the best idea would just be to set up a little mini crossfire. Having a couple of guys in this area and a couple of guys over here can really help. You know, the allies can come from this side as well. I think this door either opens when this blows on the other side, or you can blow it up. I think it opens. So, actually pretty well played from Trickjump so far, considering they were taking a lot of hits early on in this map. A lot of kills are going in for Momentum's way. If you look at this, it's pretty much all for Momentum, minus a couple of kills. Let me see Seb Hess getting in the mix, Tommy and Maxwell, but pretty much the rest of it's all in for Momentum's favor. And then suddenly, see, it only takes 3 or 4 kills. There we go, 5 kills over the course of like 20 seconds, and they've got control. So
fight.
So they have actually got a suit. Axis are pushed up heavily on this door, which doesn't help the crossfire at all. More kills coming in for the Momentum team. They're going to push towards this door heavily though. Maybe going to try and go for a defuse. Nice rifle grenade coming in from Allies player there. I'm going to call him Allies player pretty much from now on, I think. Shizarek. That is Shizarek. I'm going to just keep it that. As Shizarek is actually going to push towards the CP.
Objective destroyed.
He's going to drop down maybe. Walk over a mine. That is a very well-known mine spot. As Tommy's going to pick up the objective very early. He's going to maybe make moves towards the main area. And Axis are not reacting. He's just going to get in very, very easily here. Oh, the mine is in place. And the button gets pressed. How well played was that from Allies? That is like, this stage can be held for like the entire time. Massive 4-man from Weebay. Picks up a K43 as well. Is he going to get the last on the Luger frag? He does not. 4-man rifle grenade. Wow. They were trying to push for that door. That was such a great save. Not just because it was a big kill, but he definitely saved the game. You see Maxwell in channel, in the team saying save the game. He definitely did, because they would have been all over the main objective. They would have been bouncing down here because they just respawned, and they would have been building this and taking the objective home. And that's the next objective for Allies. They've got to build this like little control panel here and then take the objectives which spawn to the truck. Nothingness. So really, really nice save by Weebay there. Amazing stuff. As I try and catch my breath and try and get where we are right now, but there was so much well played from Forward Momentum early on, and now Trickjump are on the last stage of the map already, so they need to get the heavy defense in on this last stage. It can be done. It's not hard to defend this area, but definitely a really nice rifle grenade there from Weebay. Saved the game for the Axis team. As we see Sherlock pushing this lower area, he's going to come up against Palemki, who's being a bit sneaky. He was hiding in that room. He might get surprised any second. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Panzer just see whip across the screen. Palemki does come up behind them. Only gets one of the kills. And Trickjump are going to respawn back in. He could have timed that a bit better for the full spawn. As I'm going to pick up Dementia, who's in this upper area, very sneaky. Filled up. His job is pretty much just to put artilleries onto the objective every like 10 seconds or whatever after the spawn, after his own spawn, just or before his own spawn. He hasn't actually placed it on the objective. Okay. Normally you place it on the objective like 10 seconds before your spawn to give you a little bit of time to move back into position. He's dealing with a couple of guys in the upper area as Trickjump get a couple of kills and Dementia gets taken down as well. Revives come in from Sebhes as the Axis respawn comes back in, and this is where the gap opens. It's about a 5-second gap, and you can see Allies just starting to move across. They're going to get the revives in. Nice box placements here by the builder of this map. He knows that this is needed. Give a little bit of cover for the Allies players, but it's not going to be enough. I hear the rat-a-tat-tat of the MG, as this is a very, very known position for MG fire. Shooting all the way down this corridor. I think you can see over to the left area as well. But if they've got a rifle, it's a very, very known area, this sort of area. There we go. Shizrek in his face on his respawn, so he knows exactly what he's doing now. But Allies now, as much as they were struggling in the first stage, they are struggling again on the last stage. There was a non-existent middle stage of this map. And this part of the map can be very hard to break down. They've got to time it on the spawn time. It's all about the timing on the spawn time. And you're going to see Forward Momentum have a couple of players kill out. Headpod is actually going to risk fall. He does take that down an engineer. He is low health. He's going to fall back. He's going to be hiding behind some of these boxes. Getting off a couple more shots towards that lower area. The Luger headshot comes in. And right now, he's going to go aggressive. I'm going to see a respawn on this one. He does nearly take down the engineer. Oh, it's a medic in fact. Really nice shooting from Headpod. That medic must have been on a single-digit health after that. I'm going to skip it over to... Should I skip it over to Dillinger? I think I'll leave Dillinger for a moment. The MG is not great fun to watch. We've seen Weebay push up quite aggressive on this upper area. He's got a call that they're coming from somewhere else though. You see him rotating a bit. And he's put off a rifle grenade. He's going to take down Sherlock. And Weebay's going to push out on his spawn. He's risking full here. Really risky play. Gets taken down. I don't think that was worth. Those guys are going to get revived. And we're going to see Dementia back in position in the upper area. And so is Dillinger on the MG. They need to deal with that MG. No one's going to be dealing with him. Look at all the kills. Full momentum wrecking right now. One more guy alive. It is the engineer. Gets taken down by Dillinger. But if you look in the console, so many kills from full momentum there. Only one rifle grenade kill there. Sherlock got a kill right at the end. So we're seeing some pretty good play by Trickjump. We did see this in the other game where they're pushing together as a team, getting the revives going, but they're not really getting some kills to put together. And we've seen that when they do, they take objectives. So as soon as they start getting those kills together as a team, it's going to be a good night, I think, for momentum, because there's so many openings on this map. Right now, they have a 5-second opening. They are moving in on the parts. You can hear the build coming in. Look at all those bodies just lying in around the objective. These parts of this charge on the parts are only going to last for about, I don't know, 30 seconds, and then it's going to reset. So however much charge those engineers got in will reset in around about 20 seconds now. As the next push comes in. Aggressive MG fire here from Dillinger. And we're going to actually have a Panzer on Dillinger now because they could be all over the objective. Unfortunately not. He was all lined up ready for the big kill. And I'm going to skip it across. We've got Sherlock on the engineer. He's going to be moving on the parts. He does get taken down by iPod. Weebay with another big rifle grenade. Gets a gib and a double kill. Clears it all out. And we got a pause from the Allies. And maybe a bit of a tactical pause. They've been held at this stage for now 5 minutes. Really nice recovery from forward momentum. They didn't look like they were going to be... Well, they did. It didn't look good for them after they lost one of the really big objectives so very easily. The guy just walked straight through the map. Fortunately for them, Weebay got a big rifle grenade. This stage is very easy to defend, but I think the last map, I can't remember what edition it was, B4, B3. That edition of this map was even worse. So this is much less one-sided. It's all about, they're just not pushing at the right times. They need to be very defensive in these sort of areas. And then on the respawn, they need to push out. I'm watching Dillinger, he's pushed up. Really sneaky positioning here. If Allies all push in low, it's going to be game over. It's only going to be one guy. He's going to take him down anyway. And he's going to push out as well. We see Axis are set up in pretty aggressive areas, so they're going to have to either risk fall or kill out. And the kill out is what gives you the opening. These Allies that are pushed forward like this are going to get dealt with very, very easily. Trickjump have got a couple of kills together finally. And they will be moving in on the objective, but double kill from iPod. Last guy alive. Panzer from Dillinger. I really should have just spec that guy. But these guys are all going to get revived pretty much. At least one or two of those guys got revived. And that's not too much of a problem for the Allied team. They just need to get the moves going, because at the moment it's just not looking too good for them. How Axis can play so aggressive like this is pretty astounding. Big kill out from Trickjump. Again, another player from... a big kill out from Momentum even. Another player risking full. And he actually takes down one. Sneaky play. Eats a rifle. Really nice rifle grenade there. Got a good call on comms. Predictive rifle around the corner. Weebay sitting on the objective. And he's not going to hit anything with that one. And I think he knows that they could get overrun on this spawn, although a lot of kills coming for forward momentum again. Really nicely played at the moment from forward momentum as the build starts to come in from Allies. Here comes the big... all the kills all together. That's exactly what you want in that area. 4 kills. Palemki picks up 2. Lowell player and iPod also pick up a kill of their own. And look at all these bodies. That would have been a build. All one of these Allied medics had to do was revive one of those guys, but they got instantly taken down. There's nothing they could have done. Dillinger decides to vaporize himself this time round, as you can see the gaps opening on the forward momentum defense, but there's so little time left. I think this is probably moving up towards full hold territory now, and confidence is going to be very high within the forward momentum team. As they're still picking up so many kills. This is pretty one-sided on this side of the map for sure. Panzer coming in again from Dillinger. Gets a double man, including that Luger frag. Lemke is risking full there. He actually gets taken down. There we go. This is where the opening starts. The Allies need to take a bit of control of this area. They are moving in the low area now. And they just need to wait for the respawn. Again, they're doing a lot of shooting. I'm going to pick up iPod, who's in a really nice position with the angle. And he'll probably just stay alive even on the respawn, just to stop them pushing across. There is only 3 minutes left. It is not a lot of time for Trickjump to get things done on this map. And this is really nice play from iPod. Really, really nice play indeed. So that's shut down another attack. And he's going to pick up the revive as well. I did see Weebay going a bit aggressive. Going to try and pick him up. Does get one. And Shizarek replies with a team kill, but does pick up the Axis medic in the end. There's just not enough time to just sit around, guys. You've got to make the next attack really count. Really, really, really nice artillery from Dementia as they're pushing towards this lower truck area. This is another tactic that I've always used to see, was people playing very aggressive in this area. But now the allies are going to try and take it over. Really nice placement. The build is going in. Nice nade from TMRZ. And they're pushing forward again. Dementia double kill, and I think the engineer gibbed himself. The revive is going to come in from Sepes, and it's going to be on TMRZ to get this built. The second this is built, this can't be destroyed as far as I know. And it looks like he's going to get in. No, he's not going to get in. He does finally get in, and that was far too long. That was far too long. Realistically, that should have happened so long ago. Look at the kills, very, very one-sided. TMRZ was anyone who was doing like real work for the allied team. Axis getting in lots of kills. Palemki 35 kills. Weebay 32. Of course, that big 4-man rifle grenade did save the map for them. They almost had a 3-minute, 4-minute time set against them. But then they managed to hold off for another 10 minutes. But this is still very, very much winnable by the 4 momentum guys. And they've got 13 minutes to defend. If they can get the second area defense set up in this area rather than losing it like 4 momentum did in close to 15-20 seconds, then they've got every chance to hold off this map. I'm not sure if it goes to the decider or not. I would assume it does. And Trickjump would have to semi-delay their next game. They are going to be playing against 6-6 straight after this. They're going to be playing the same maps again. So we're going to see radar and missile again. And by the looks of things, missile isn't one of their strong points, at least on the attack. You could just put it down to like not the best attack. Can happen once in a while. Really need to pick up on his defense, at least to get some decent practice in.
Capture the forward bunker. Destroy the generator. Construct the command post.
And big pans are coming in from Sebhes as I get distracted by TK Power and his kappas in chat. I do love it, TK, I really do. But the Trickjump team have managed to hold off this first initial push. Nice kills coming in. TMRZ still continuing with his fragging. And he's gonna get revived by Maxwell. Surely Maxwell 1-on-1 does take down Log Player. And TMRZ is picked up to fight another day. Gets the Thompson as well. He's gonna push forward with a grenade. Doesn't hit anything with the grenade, I don't think. Maxwell and TMRZ are going to get taken down on the respawn, so it's all good. Big aggressive play by TMRZ. Maxwell does let him get full. Nice revive. Nice play going on around that flag area as Long Player is going to get taken down surely. As allies are actually taking over quite a lot of the ground in this main area. They're going to be moving up onto the objective as Dillinger's going to get the dynamite down. They have captured the bunker as well, so they have full control of this first area, guys. And it looks like it's going to be down to the Axis having to respawn. Going to be setting up in the next area. They have got a suit as well. We saw this in the first half round. And Axis aren't really anywhere in sight. There's only one guy, TMRZ. And maybe the rest of the guys have gone towards CP. Dillinger's pushing towards this forward respawn area. And they made it. Nice one by Shizarek. I'm going to pronounce his name wrong continuously. But really nice build. That's going to slow the Allied down just slightly. As Allies have taken over this lower area. You can move across from. No revive coming for the Kobe. That's the crossfire I was talking about. Having a couple of guys here. Nice kills. Trickjump seems to be a bit more of a team-based team rather than like individual dueling action. And it's going to be down to Sherlock in this area. Gets overrun by 3 or 4 players from the Allied team. And I'm trying to move backwards through the camera. Shizarek at the CP by himself. And right now, the control is going backwards and forwards. Trickjump still getting a nice crossfire. Tommy and Maxwell doing nice work from this side area. Gonna have to deal with Dillinger, who's going quite aggressive towards him. Weebay gets a rifle grenade on the medic, so it's just gonna be the field up alive. Palemki takes him down with the last couple of bullets in his gun. And he's gonna push towards the dead body just to try and pick up the MP40. And Trickjump have decided to kill out. Now, what we'll see now is Trickjump go pretty defensive, I feel. They should really just stay in this area because they have lost the first area. There we go. I don't think they'll push forward too much. They are still wanting to. The CP has been taken over, and this is where you'll see the mass fallback. You'll see big crossfire from these low areas. You'll see aggression in this high area. Maybe a couple of guys down here. Palemki is going to try and get through the minefield. He does manage to, and they haven't noticed him push up. Really nicely played. He is prone here. We're going to see it from sort of like just third person. He gets shots off against Sherlock. Gets the Gib as well. He's shooting Sebhes. Does take him down as well. Gets the nade towards him. Doesn't get the Gib though. Palemki does get taken down as Maxwell gets the revive in on Sebhes. And the allied team aren't doing too badly, but the Axis are just managing to hold them off. They have got eyes on the objective. He's going to try and make a run for it. He gets it in. Unbelievable. He seemed to get boosted, and it was so close. They have pressed the button as well as Axis have spawned here. This is really, really horrible timing as the Allies. This is the same sort of situation that we saw before as Allies are going to push straight through. I'm going to stay with Weebay as he's going to be pushing through the upper area towards the tunnels, and he's going to be able to just get to the... there's one guy alive. It is Tommy. He's going to be... He kills Weebay. Really nice shot. He needs to just slow them down because if he gets the build on this controls, it's game over. And the build is coming in. And it's still building. If he doesn't fully build this, then yeah, really nice Panzer from Sebhes saves the game again. We have another game save. And this build can reset in this sort of situation. And they see Allies. It's still in mass control, but it's just not another engineer in sight, which is really poor play. They should have... One of these guys should have respawned as an engineer just to try and get the build in. But we're going to see what happens with these controls. If they just suddenly reset, we've got Dillinger moving in as the engineer. He's going to get the build, and that is going to be GG. Weebay's going to move in for the truck. It does get taken down from a double grenade from Maxwell. This is going to be almost impossible to hold off for 8 minutes, guys. Let's see how long Trickjump can do it, though. They've got... All the allies have to do is touch the objective and get them to the truck. This is going to be... maybe a couple of chances to make big saves, but it looks like iPod's going to take it home. And that's the sort of time we could have seen in the first round of the game. Gonna just bring up the stats for you. 5 minutes 12 was the time that was on the clock to break this. And we have 46 kills for Palemki and 40 kills for Weebay. Really, really nicely played by them two guys. Probably doing the big work. iPod as well, 38 kills, most damage, 6k. Most Gibbs as well, so you can't underrate that sort of work. Lot of banter, as it were, in chat. I think these guys do know each other, and it's just friendly back and forth. I'll put it down to that. But I'm going to update the scores on my main overlay, guys.